Hello, everyone. Welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Welcome to the bold and the beautiful daily YAPP, your after-program ponderings, for a quick, and by that, I mean you're already halfway done, recap of the most amazing, or what the heck did we just watch moments on today's episode. Let's get to it. What happened on the bold and the beautiful? Liam and Hope's little living room wedding was lovely, but it didn't seem to take place because Liam and Hope are actually in love. In fact, the entire ceremony and remarriage all seemed to be for the sake of adorable little Beth. She was an excellent officiant, and her parents seemed more enamored by her than they were with each other. Even Hope and Liam's latest courtship seemed more about Beth than them. Since Liam's new lease on life, the pair has only had one scene together without Beth, and that was when Liam proposed to Hope. Not long after Hope said yes, Beth appeared. All anyone could even talk about at this wedding was Hope and Liam putting their family back together. They didn't talk about them being madly in love with each other, because they don't seem to be madly in love with each other. And is a child a reason to remarry? Nope. So, we are not sure why the bold and the beautiful is even going the Lope route again, when they are giving us nothing to even root for. There's been no romance, and barely any angst, except for a fake dying story that included Steffi. 1 minute, Hope was engaged to Carter, and the next minute she is marrying Liam again, all for the love of Beth. Want more details? We got you. Soap Central has the best full B and B recaps on the internet. You can even go back over 30 years and read each and every one of them. If you can't wait until the next episode, we have daily spoilers too. And whatever you do this weekend, do not. Seriously, do not. Forget to read the 2 scoops for some laughs. Hey, admit it, we're funny. In the as close as we can come to being a watching party without actually being a show. And the best part is if you agree or disagree, we want to know. As always, share your comments below. December 11th delivered one of the most emotionally tangled, fan-splitting episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful in recent memory, the kind of episode that makes you sit forward, clutch your coffee, and ask yourself, what on earth did Liam and Hope just do? And did they do it for the right reasons? For weeks, viewers have watched Liam Spencer hovering around Hope like a man trying to reclaim a life he let slip through his fingers. Hope Logan, meanwhile, has been torn between her newfound independence, her romantic connection with Thomas, and the familiar comfort of a man she once trusted. But on December 11th, everything shifted in a jaw-dropping way that no one saw coming, a spontaneous wedding ceremony that has the entire fandom divided. A wedding that felt more like a question than a promise. The episode opened with a stunned Hope standing beside Liam, the two exchanging vows in a quiet, softly lit ceremony that didn't have even a hint of Forrester glamour. No glittering gowns, no sprawling guest lists, no Brooke crying in the back row. Instead, it was just them, 2 people who have broken each other's hearts repeatedly, deciding suddenly that this was the moment to become husband and wife again. But the question that immediately rose and echoed throughout the entire episode was this: did Liam and Hope really marry for themselves? Or did they do it for Beth? Beth, their daughter, has been struggling with the tension in her parents' lives. The show has hinted that she's been sensitive, anxious, and increasingly aware of the chaos surrounding Hope's relationship with Thomas. Liam, always deeply protective, has been desperate to give Beth stability. Hope, on the other hand, has been navigating guilt that Beth misses her father, guilt about how her decisions affect her kids, and guilt about how the public views her relationship with Thomas. So when Liam looked into Hope's eyes and said, "We're already a family. Let's make it official again," the subtext was unmistakable. This wasn't passion. This wasn't romance. This was responsibility, or at least their version of it. Hope's torn expression. Love or obligation? Throughout the episode, Hope's face told the story her words refused to acknowledge. There were flashes of hesitation. moments where she seemed to be replaying every heartbreak and every betrayal. And in the middle of it all, memories of Thomas, the man who has stood by her through Beth's crises, her fashion highs and lows, and her personal rebirth. Fans know Hope doesn't make impulsive decisions lightly, which made her quick agreement to marry Liam even more suspect. It wasn't that she said yes, it was how fast she said it. The ceremony felt quiet, intimate, and solemn, but also strangely somber, as if Hope was choosing safety over self. Liam's determined push to reclaim the past. If Hope looked conflicted, Liam looked certain, too certain. He has made it clear over the past episodes that he believes Thomas is dangerous for Hope, especially after past manipulations. But deeper than that, Liam has been wrestling with a bruised ego. Watching Hope move on, confidently, openly, publicly, dug at him in a way he wasn't prepared for. December 11th showed a man determined to fix the narrative, to reclaim his role, to restore the version of family he believes is best for everyone involved. When he told Hope, Beth deserves her parents together, it was both touching and unsettling, because while the sentiment was wrapped in fatherly love, the timing made it feel like emotional leverage. The entire episode had that underlying tension. Was Liam trying to win Hope back? Or was he trying to win control back? The aftershock. Brooke wants answers. No bold and the beautiful wedding, especially one this sudden, happens without fallout. And Brooke Logan brought the fallout with her signature blend of fire and disbelief. Her reaction was raw and immediate, confusion mixed with worry, sprinkled with a hint of Liam better not hurt my daughter again. Brooke wasn't buying the "this is what's best for the family" explanation. She could sense the pressure. She could sense Hope's conflict. And she wasn't shy about saying what many fans screamed at their screens. Did you marry him out of love? Or out of guilt? Hope didn't have an answer. And that silence spoke louder than anything else in the episode. Thomas's heartbreak off-screen, but felt everywhere. Though Thomas wasn't physically present in this episode, his absence was like a shadow over every scene. Hope's mind flashed back to moments with him, the softness, the passion, the trust she had been building. Even viewers could sense that she was mentally saying goodbye to a life she wanted, but didn't feel brave enough to fight for. But Thomas's fans know better than to think this is the end. His reaction, once revealed, is almost guaranteed to blow up the storyline and reintroduce the love triangle the show thrives on. A marriage built on foundation or fragility. December 11th felt less like a celebration and more like a turning point. Liam and Hope may have exchanged vows, but the atmosphere hinted at cracks already forming. A marriage born from pressure, guilt, or fear rarely survives long on the bold and the beautiful. And this particular union seems to be setting up a bigger storyline, one where unresolved feelings, truth bombs, and emotional reckonings collide. Beth may have been the reason they rushed into marriage, but will she also be the reason it falls apart? A stunning episode that leaves more questions than answers. The episode ended exactly how a soap cliffhanger should, with uncertainty. Hope looked like a woman who had made a choice but hadn't convinced herself it was the right one. Liam looked triumphant, but triumph built on shaky, emotional ground rarely lasts. So did Liam and Hope get married for Beth? Maybe, partially. But deep down, viewers can sense one thing clearly. They didn't do it for love, and that truth is going to explode sooner than anyone expects.